I sold out the show. Gonna like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that white on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Then I got kinda with you. All of these my body, I got paid somebody keep checking my pose. Walking in the club with no warning, take care of the money. They swing on the water on me like the sunny. I shine when it's sunny, just platinum and rose. Gonna out the street when I go to DC, I'ma see the mode. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Crazy different city with some different.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. He'll buy some time right. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Faking the give, Darnold. Buying time to his left. The Conley's got it over the middle. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Watching that, Barney. Now let's go. Green 30.
On 1st down, Darnold. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Demarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A shotgun snap for Darnold, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down. Darnold from the gun. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Taco Charlton in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Ricardo Lewis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Dancing away at the 30. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying, the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
He takes it to the 15, a nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Watch him now, Barney.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. They'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Detroit! 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 Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Over!
Here's Darnold. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got Fuller. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Fuller. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, Elliott. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
No. Check. Patriot.
They go play action here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Second down, Prescott. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go. 1-8. 26.
Prescott from the gun on third. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down.
Here we go, 1-8. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
Gun.
Prescott on first down. Forced out to his left. The ball comes out. And this will go out of bounds, so they will lose yards on the play. And on fourth down, of course, it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go. 1-8. Gun. 47. Here we go. 46. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. Being chased out left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Switch and 8.
On third down, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. 1-8. Here we go. 47. Switch and 8. Gun. Gun.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Looking for the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league. But the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Play action. It's Darnold. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Darnold now to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Good.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to let it go again. This is caught at the 20. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
41 for Will. Here we go. 498. Here we go. 46. Gun.
From the red zone now, Prescott. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Watch it now, Barney.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gets by him at the 25. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another. Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Kill.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They don't get it all back there, but they do get 8, and it sets up a 3rd and 15.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Under. Back. 46. Good. 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Broken tackle. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Right there. Swing to the field. Right. To the right. We got 46. 41's the whip. 46. 26.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Watch 80. Now let's go. 319. 319.
Faking the give, Darnold. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
10th carry now for Elliott. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
We're going to 54. Here we go, 46, 46.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll try to throw now. Prescott dancing to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long for Prescott. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. The give is to Elliott. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Point after here coming up. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. Spinning away. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Dances by him, and now running right through him. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The play fake, and it's Darnold. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
They'll run again with Hunt. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So they get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Over!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. They'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold, eluding the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And Boswell's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defense,
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. A give to Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Hey. Go down. There we go. Count.
First down, Prescott. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
This is Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Elliott. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.